Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ash. This is Amalgam Ash, and today we are going to reveal the winner of the RPG developer Bakin Summer Jam 2025. I love hosting the Summer Jams. They are amongst my favorite jams to host, probably my favorite jam, actually. This is the fourth or fifth one that I've hosted in a row in as many years that was Smile Boom focused, and I love the format, and honestly I think I could just keep on doing it forever. So look forward to that, I guess, question mark. But anyways, excited to reveal the winners because this has been a particularly long jam because of the judgment glitch that I suffered in another jam that I swore never to suffer again. So there was no date changing on the judgment times. There was no, okay, let's go ahead and we're done judging, right? Me and you, other judge, we're done. So I can go ahead and cut the results off now and we can announce the winner. I didn't want to do that because getting hit by that judgment bug is terrible. Itch does not prioritize fixing that, and it drives me nuts. There are some things that Itch does and does not do that drive me nuts, and that's one of them. I don't have a better platform as far as I know. Haven't hosted a jam on Game Jolt yet. Might try it one day, but out of tradition, it'll stay Itch. That, I wish they would fix that, but that's okay. The jam is over now. We are going to, as always, reveal the different categories that each game won in out of the 8 entries. A few more people than 8 joined, but we got 8 entries. And then we will announce the grand prize overall winner, all of the score. So, without further ado, let us view the winner of... And the winner for the Theme Presence category is a 3-way tie between Fantasy Bakin, the dev who steals time, from Fighting Shroom, System Psy by Echo Moss, and Age of Summer by Funky Spore. These all ranked first, and that's probably going to be pretty common as we look across the categories because there were only 2 judges, myself and one other. So I tried to get more. The interest just wasn't there. That's totally fine. I'll judge these all by myself if I have to. But actually, the theme presence was kind of more a rule than it was a theme this year. It was no default fighting system allowed. So really, everybody kind of did great on that. I think we should have had like a 7-way tie. Let us move on to narrative, which covers immersion and consistency in the writing of the stories and the dialogue, and that would be not a tie. This was Age of Summer by Funky Spore. This really had one of the best narratives of the jam. Ophidian Wren's The Real King coming in second and tying with System Psy and A Girl Named Rumi. We had some really cool narrative-focused projects in this jam, and I knew that that was going to be the case because of the battle system restriction. It was either going to be a game that goes out of its way to have this super impressive battle system because the person wanted to have a battle-focused game and they weren't allowed to use the default battle system, or it was going to be, okay, fine, we're going to do something that has no battle in it at all and make other mechanics and focus on immersion and other concepts for the game. And that's what happened, and I'm really glad that that's what happened. That was the whole idea. That was the goal for this one. Remove the battle system and see what kind of stuff incites your creativity. Age of Summer, though, the edge that it had going for it, is it has like these 8 different memories here, and then you get the ending that ties them all together. So the narration was heavy in this one. Let's move on to game design, polish, logic, and flow. How well were the games designed? Coming in first place, we have The Real King by Ophidian Wren and System Psy by Echo Moss tying. Ophidian Wren is no stranger to the jams. He typically submits projects, and they are almost always, I think always, ever since the second submission to one of my jams, focused in this realm in which these specific characters live, including Luke, and there's a skeleton man and there's a cute witch girl, and they go on adventures and get into all kinds of trouble. And this was a fishing game, cozy, relaxing, no stakes. You could just go out and fish until you were done fishing and then turn in your fish to try to win the Real King contest. Echo Moss is a newcomer to the jam scene, and I think that this makes sense. The game design for system side was really good. It had a really cool mechanic where you could pull yourself up with a grappling hook. There was a really nice car. The storyline and the environment pretty much facilitated whatever the designer of the game wanted to do, because it's a virtual world. Not in the sense that, you're designing in this virtual game engine, but the storyline was it's a virtual world. You can basically do whatever. The system could go ahead and unlock these upgrades for your character at any time, or they could go ahead and put some spawns down that your character had to fight. Unlimited potential there. I like seeing that. That's a good categorization rating for these entries. Worth saying, Fantasy Bakin and a girl named Rumi came in a two-way tie for third place, which it does that weirdly. It should be ties for first and then comes in second, or ties for second, but that's fine. That's fine. It makes sense still. Next up, we're going to look at the fun factor, and this is going to cover engagement, pacing, and challenge. And we have in first place System Psy by Echomoss. They were ranked first in fun factor, and Fantasy Bakin, the dev who steals time, coming in second, with A Girl Named Rumi coming in third. Actually tying for third with Ash Visits a Maze by Patchwork. I thought the mazes were fun. I did think the mazes were fun. I also had a blast multiplying my character. That did affect my rating in a positive way, because I was having a lot of fun doing that. I don't know if that was intended to be done. I still think it makes absolutely no sense, but I lost my crap at that feature. I lost it. I thought that was hilarious. I couldn't stop doing it. I definitely had a problem replicating myself. Okay, we're going to go on to the overall now and announce the overall winner for this jam. And the winner of the RPG Developer Bakin Summer 2025 jam is System Psy by Echomoss. Echo, congratulations. You get the applause, the confetti, the cheers, the children laughing. The Hope Core begins playing. You have earned the trophy for this year. I'll be in touch to distribute your prize for you, and all of the sponsors. I will get into contact with them and have them know who you are, where you are, and I know that this always takes a little bit of extra time, particularly to get sponsored prizes from official sources. It does take them a little bit of time to run the sponsored prize through the red tape. In the past, this has taken up to a couple of weeks, but we'll see if we can move this process along a little bit better. This time, the 2 ratings that it was granted gave it a total score of 4.375, and that put it in first place. I think it's well-deserved. It actually scored first place in all of the categories, coming in number 2 at narrative, and it was just a really cool, fun experience. The writing style of the game actually reminded me of Kuma-chan, who did, against all odds, also enter this jam. Despite busy life, despite other projects, A Girl Named Rumi coming in third here, with The Dev Who Steals Time coming in second, Age of Summer coming in fourth, and actually tying for fourth place with The Real King. We go on with the tree pruning game, ranking 8th, but don't feel bad. Kaburanegi, I would like to see more work from you in the future. This was highly experimental. I always love seeing stuff from Patchwork. And Knifefish Games deserves mention this time around as well, because Knifefish always submits something really cool. Either it's a hard-boiled detective mystery, or it's something deeply rooted in Asian culture and mythology. And by deeply rooted, I mean really high up in the sky, and then there's some kind of a mechanic that we have to use where we glide down and across islands, and there's always some really cool mechanic being tested, and we, the jam judges, and you, the jam players, are the testing grounds, and we are willing participants of this test. Anyways, congratulations again to Echomoss. One more round of applause, and I will see all of you in next year's Bakin Summer Jam. For now, I've been Amalgam Ash, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.